Hi everybody, I welcome you all to this mathematics presentation. So in this presentation we are answering question 4. Okay, so this is a question coming from quadratic equations. So this question came in mathematics paper 2 for 2025 for GCE candidates. So if you are behind, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you see other questions that we have answered both in paper 1 and paper 2 for 2025. Okay, so the question reads, question 4a, solve the equation 2x squared is equal to 7 minus 10x, giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So this question was carrying 5 marks. So first thing, we are going to write our question, which is 2x squared is equal to 7 minus 10x. Now, this is a quadratic equation. Why? Because x is raised to the power of 2. So we know that the general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So this is the general form. So we should rewrite this one that we have been given to this form, starting with the x term with the highest power. So we have 2x squared. So get minus 10x to the left hand side to be a plus 10x. Then this positive 7 to the left hand side to be a minus 7. So on the right hand side we are going to remain with a 0. So x squared, then we have x here, and then we have a 7. So look at the general formula. The coefficient of x squared is a, the coefficient of x it's a b, and we have a c here, which is 7. So we are told to say a is equal to 2. We are just getting the coefficient. Then b is equal to positive 10. Then c is equal to a negative 7. Then here we are going to use the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So here, where you have b, you substitute a 10. Where you have a, you substitute a 2. Where you have c, you substitute a negative 7. So let's substitute. So we write x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of, so b, this is a 10 squared minus a 4. Then a, it's a 2. Then c, it's a negative 7. Okay, then we divide by 2. A, it's a 2. Okay, then from here, what are you going to do? So you write x equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root. So 10 squared, that is 100. Then minus times minus, you get a positive. Then 4 times 2, okay, you get 8. 8 times 7, you get 56. Over 2 times 2, you get a 4. Then from here, x equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 plus 10. This gives us 156 divided by a 4. Now here we've come to the easiest part. So here just separate. You can see you have plus or minus. We have 2 signs here. So you just need to separate them, where you write x is equal to negative 10 plus the square root of 156 divided by a 4, or x equal to negative 10 minus the square root of 156 divided by 4. So what we have done here is we have just separated this because we have a plus and a minus. So you get negative 10 plus the square root of 156. So I'm writing square root of 156 because the square root that you are getting a negative, a decimal number. Okay, but if you had a number which was a perfect square, I would have written here. Okay, for example, if you had the square root of 25, we know that it's a 5. I would have written a 5 here. But in this case, I'll get a decimal number. So I'll just use this one, square root of 156. Okay, then I also write, or x is equal to negative 10 minus square root of 156 divided by 4. So here, there's no need for you to panic. Just get your calculator, okay? When you get your calculator, you just punch. So you punch on your calculator there. You start with -10, okay, plus then square root of 156 divided by what? A 4. So see the number that you are getting. So just write this number, okay, 0.622. So we are getting 0.622. Then we have 498. Then we also have 999. Then a 2, or x equal to. So there's no need for you to start changing anything. Here, the only thing that you change, it's a minus here, as you can see, okay? So just come here on your calculator, you just change the minus there. And this is the value that you get. You must also do the same on your calculator, okay? So that you are able to answer these questions with less difficulties, okay? And you are not going to waste a lot of time. So this is what you get. Okay, now for the final answers, we need to go back to the instructions of the question. The question said we should leave our answers correct to 2 decimal places. So that is what we are going to do here. So you say therefore x is equal to, so 0. Here when you get a 6 is 1 decimal place, a 2 decimal place, so 6 2, or x equal to, so -5.62. So here the number which is coming after 2 is a 2, which is less than 5. So it's not going to round up these 2. The same thing here. So these are the values of what? X. X is equal to 0.62, or x is equal to -5.62. So thank you so much, viewers. We've come to the end of our presentation. So if you want to join our online tuitions in mathematics, biology and science and additional mathematics, you can WhatsApp me on 0963 6766 15. 0963 6766 15. Thank you once again. Bye bye.